You want to smoke some weed?
Like suicide.
You want to smoke some weed?
I am.
All right. So, I know your name is Metal on the street. What's your real name? You don't want to give it? That's cool. I like Metal anyways. It fits you perfectly. I can't picture you with any other name, honestly.
Me either.
How long have you been called Metal?
Huh?
How long have they been calling you Metal?
So I got the name in Denver.
In Denver. Oh, is that where you're from?
No.
No? Just spend a little bit of time there? Hanging out?
Traveled across country.
Or you're a little drifter? You don't settle for long in one place, do you?
Unfortunately, I have here.
You have here? Kind of sucked you in, huh? Where are you originally from?
California.
Really? Are you a surfer boy? No? You have that surfer boy look, though.
I grew up in Sacramento. There's no ocean in Sacramento.
Oh, there's not. No, that is a little bit inland, isn't it?
Oh, by the way. I hung out with Frisco, though, too.
You hung out with who?
Frisco.
Who's that?
SF. San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Frisco. Okay. All right. Is your family still in California?
My mom lives out there. We don't talk.
Okay. We'll skip over that. Are you an only child?
Thankfully, yes.
Thankfully. Yeah, I can't imagine what the world would be like if we had twins of Metal running around.
Oh, no.
How long have you been here in Everett?
Too long.
Too long?
Yes.
That's what everybody says. Far too long. Do you like it here?
No, I hate Everett.
You hate Everett?
It's stressful. There's too many. There's too much rappy out here. Hip hop, not enough metal.
Where would be a good place to be surrounded by a lot of metal?
I go to Seattle all the time. When I'm not here, usually if I'm not here on the block and you can't find people, I'm usually in Seattle.
Big music scene down there.
Now the police don't hassle the homeless out there.
That's true. That's what I've heard. So, what kind of music do you listen to then? Obviously, Megadeth. I heard you just recently went to a concert. Is that your first Megadeth concert?
Hell no!
How many Megadeth concerts have you been to?
5.
5. How many concerts have you been together altogether? Really? You've been to that many? I can count on one hand how many concerts I've been to, and 2 of them are Garth Brooks.
Nothing. Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, Godsmack.
Oh, that's my favorite. What about Five Finger Death Punch? Do you like them? I love them.
I've seen them live.
Disturbed? Do you like them?
Yep. Skid Row, Pantera, Ozzy, Ozzy, Black Sabbath.
I was fortunate as a little girl to be at a big barbecue when I was little. I don't remember visually, but I remember hearing it, sitting on my dad's shoulders, listening to Leonard Skinner. That's how, I mean, like, I'm odd to even be able to have heard them, but what was your favorite concert?
Of course, Megadeth.
Do they always perform good, consistently?
Oh, yeah, but I really didn't have a good time last week.
Yeah, we heard.
It was at the Tacoma Dome, and it sounds terrible.
Yeah, I've been to a concert there. It's not that well at all.
The seats, fucking, how do you... They say this is my seat, and the seat's right here, right? The stage was right here. How the hell can they sell you a seat not even facing the fucking stage?
Because you have to spend the whole time turned sideways.
No, I had to stand up and people are like... Lady, come to the concert. How
long has Megadeth been around?
Since the 80s.
Really? All original band members? No? So, are you like the most of us down here? Are you homeless?
Yes.
You are? Where do you sleep at night? Because you don't hang out, you don't sleep here with us, with the tweakers.
No, because they got me fucking sleeping that one night, and the camera's always on me, and I'm like, I don't want, why are you filming me sleep? That's weird, Johnny. I'm watching you.
He's watching everybody.
You make a move, I'm watching you.
I feel safer. I do. There's times where Chris is, when I'm
I
here by
feel
myself.
watched.
You feel watched. There's time. Well, you
No,
know what?
It's just like, it's
The best thing about having a stalker is that somebody's always watching you.
no, but whatever you do is on YouTube. And you forget you can be sitting there, all of a sudden you start picking your nose. All of a sudden, someone in New Zealand's watching you pick your nose. You know?
Yep, they sure are.
You don't want that shit.
Why not?
One night,
It's a natural thing to do.
One night, the motherfucking religious people gave out. They gave the oatmeal. They gave out hot dogs on that night. You should have known. Hot dogs are out to get me. And I should have known. And I didn't. I was so hungry. I didn't care. I ate them short course. Hawking up. I was wondering. Remember last Friday when I was drunk? I vaguely remember slamming into the fence a couple times. I wonder if they got me.
You mean stumbling into the fence when you were walking?
Yeah.
Attempting to walk?
Yeah, attempting, exactly.
Hey, you were having a good time. You're one of the more rowdier ones, but you're one of the fun rowdy ones. You're not one of the ones that are a nuisance or pain in the ass and people tell to shut up or anything like that. Everybody enjoys having you around. They really do. How long have you been coming down here at the mission?
Since 2006.
2006. What brought you down here? Just the mission services and stuff, or just heard that this is kind of like...
Just make migrate down here, hanging out with the homeless, and just somewhere to hang.
I've seen you for years walking around town. Most recently, when I was staying down in Lowell, we'd pass each other quite often. You probably don't remember me.
I smoke a lot of weed.
You smoke a lot of weed.
I didn't know, like the other day I didn't know where my fucking EBT card was. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know, it'll turn up. Next thing I know, I go to sleep, I take my shoe off, it was inside my shoe, I've been walking on it all day. It's broken now, I gotta go get a new one.
I found myself looking for my phone with the flashlight on my phone the other day. That's how stoned I got. I couldn't find my phone, so I was looking for it with the flashlight on my phone. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. What do you think about the label Tweakerville? How do you feel about that?
Shit, I don't do tweak.
How do you feel about the people, this area being labeled Tweakerville?
Well, I understand why they named it.
Yeah.
It's named it. There's a lot of tweakers out here, but I'm not one.
Would you say that everybody down here is a tweaker? No.
Because I'm not one. I just smoke pot, drink beer, and the occasional psychedelic.
Occasional psychedelic. What kind of psychedelic? Shrooms?
Shrooms, acid.
Dude, the first time I did shrooms, I thought I was going to die. I looked at Chris, I said, I'm done. I want off this ride.
Whenever I'm on shrooms, I see wormholes everywhere.
Wormholes?
Like big old wormholes. I keep thinking people are getting sucked up into them.
Now, there's specific shrooms you can do. You can't do just any shroom, right?
I can do all the shroom. No.
But it's a different high with each type, isn't it? Or is it all the same? I've always been told that there's a different high, and some of them you can't do all of them. What do you think about the cameras? I think we touched on that a little bit, but you don't care for the cameras too much, do you? You think it's a weird thing? Uh-oh. Everett's finest. Gonna blow through that stop sign.
Above the law!
In case everybody's wondering what's going on, there's a whole bunch of red and blue lights down at Z Sports right now. Been there for quite some time. We have no clue what's going on. But personally, I think the cameras have done a good thing by cleaning. There's a lot of stuff going on here that was getting out of control. I've been coming down here off and on for 12 years, and things were a lot different 12 years ago. A lot different. People down back then had a lot more respect for the block down here. They picked up their garbage after themselves and didn't mess with anybody else. It's not like it is now. Sometimes I feel like that sidewalk is so dirty I can't even sit on the sidewalk because they just don't care about the garbage. It's driving me crazy. So, you have a lot of fans on YouTube. I do. You have a camera appeal. You're charismatic. Even without them hearing what you have to say, they can tell that you're a cool dude. And there's even one girl on there who's called Thor, who has recently changed her name, from what I understand, to Metal Thor, because she found out that your nickname's Metal. So how do you feel about having fans, Metal? I mean, you seem a little uncomfortable with it.
I just don't.
It's weird.
Just hanging out, doing
just a normal dude. It's not comprehensible why you have fans. because you're not in that stereotypical celebrity status. But as far as Everett goes, you are. Everett. I knew that was going to come about eventually. So, what about Bootsy?
We're just friends.
Just friends?
Yeah. She's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But she's not the girlfriend type. She's a free bird. She likes to do her own thing. She doesn't want to be tied down to one person.
What about you? You want a girlfriend? I'm sure there's some fan out there somewhere that is dying to be your girlfriend.
I wonder who that is.
I had a woman from Pasadena say, hey, tell him to come out here and stay with me. If somebody sent you a plane ticket someplace just for a visit, say a week, would you go? Free vacation, would you go? Maybe?
I guess. As long as I can smoke pot.
What if it's to someplace like, I don't know, Germany or...
That's funny you say that. When I say I'm from California, I was raised there. I was born in Germany.
Were you really?
Yeah, my dad was in Vietnam. He was stationed there.
Really? How old are you?
I'm 44.
Are you? You don't seem that old. You seem very young at heart. Yeah, you almost have that Peter Pan mentality, I am not going to grow up, damn it.
Just myself.
That's yourself.
It kind of ruins it, though, me looking young.
Why?
Because I'll get, girls in their 20s, to me, then I'll find out I'm 44, though, I'm never mind.
Well...
Fuck you!
They don't get it. If they want to play with the little boys, let them play with little boys. So, what's one thing that your fans would be surprised to know about you that nobody would ever think metal does? Do you have a secret, a guilty pleasure, or do you curl up at night with some fudge, peanut butter, ice cream, and dream about...
Sometimes when it's a full moon, I like to skin cats alive.
Now, I know you're joking.
And I put them in different people's basements. But it's not their cat. We don't care if it's someone else's cat.
We know you're joking. So, we touched a little bit on playing drums. I understand you have a hobby of playing... You're in a band.
No, I'm not in a band.
You're not in a band, but you do like to play drums.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that? Did you pick it up by ear, or did it something that you learned how to do? Do you have a drum set? Oh no, because you don't.
Yes, I do.
You do, really?
It's at my boss's house next to
You carry drumsticks with you all the time?
Dust!
Do you carry drumsticks with you all the time?
Yes, I do.
Is it something that soothes you when you pull them out and you start to...
I just like to... Sometimes when I get drunk, I'll just play on anything.
Were you in band in high school? No? Because I see you as the guy on the drum line.
No. Those are...
Huh? No?
I know.
Oh, man, when I was our band rocked out. Our drum line rocked out. They were badass. You remind me of one of the guys who was in our drum line. Obviously you like to play are you one of the ones that plays along with the music when it's playing, and you follow the leader or whatever in the band, and you can match the rhythm and everything like that? I bet you can play a whole song and everything, could you?
Yeah. So, I'm not as good as my boss, but my boss has taught me.
Really? Oh, so you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do? Concrete. That's tough work. That's hard work. How long have you been doing that?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years. Wow. So you just dispelled one of the misnomers that people have about homeless people, that they don't work.
Yeah. I don't do tweak and I go to work.
So there's another one that you dispelled. You don't do fucking meth, and you do work. So
I gotta work Tuesday.
Gotta work Tuesday.
Yeah. Boss gave me a text today.
When Chris did concrete, my favorite was prevailing wage. Those are my favorite jobs. When you make the $30 an hour because you're doing schools and stuff like that. You guys do private homes and stuff, or you do?
We do flat work.
Flat work. Okay.
Stamp concrete, exposed aggregate, retaining walls.
Retention ponds? No? That's the kind of stuff that Chris did. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Not
Huh?
I I said, hopefully not in Everett.
Hopefully not in Everett.
My buddy, he's from California also, and he came up here because he got a job with Boeing. He brews his own beer, and he wants to one day open up his own brewery. He said I could get contract with him. He's brewing. He said he'll even buy me a little trailer and I can live in back of the brewery.
You gotta like beer to do that kind of job.
Yeah.
You like beer? Yeah. You like beer. What's your favorite beer?
I like Heineken.
Heineken? That's a good beer. I like that. I'm a girly girl. I like Bud Light Lime. Rolling Rock. So, anything you want to add that maybe say something to your fans or say, just...
Peter Griffin, thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I forgot to ask you about that. You like Family Guy. You're a big fan of Family Guy. I think your 3 favorite things you told me were smoking weed, Family Guy, and Megadeth. Right. Megadeth. Do you want to get married one day?
Marriage is family prison.
Have you been married?
No.
No?
I'm a metalhead. No one's a metalhead these days. They want the rappers and the wiggers and the...
No, that's not true.
Dog.
That's not true. All those guys in the metal bands, those high-profile metal bands, they all have wives.
That's because they're in a metal band and lots of money. If they were just some homeless metalhead, they wouldn't have nobody.
I know. I've seen some of them really ugly dudes have some really pretty wives. Like, I wonder.
When I look at Steven Tyler, I hate that guy.
I know. Like, what is that? That's not even appealing. He's good looking. I think he's good looking.
I think he's cool.
He's the one that like really whips his head hard when he plays, isn't he? Yeah, I like him. So, what do you feel about everybody down here being called tweakers and all these people on the chat line saying that we're a bunch of losers and...
That's not me. See, how are they really fans of the people talking shit about people?
Some of them are fans, but some of them do talk shit. Some of them say that we're losers and that we're mooching off the government money and that...
I get money from the government? Really?
What's
my check?
Do you know anybody else down here who has a job?
No.
No?
I don't get no damn government fucking check. I gotta go bust my ass doing concrete if I want money.
That's right.
I get no fucking help. I get no help from anything.
How long have you been working?
10 years.
Did you graduate high school?
Yes. Continuation. Yes.
Is that like a alternative school?
Yes.
Almost everybody I know has done that.
School for fuck-ups. Yes.
It's a school for those who don't want to abide by rules. They have their own rules they want to follow.
Get that rule book out of my face!
Okay,
That's what I want! You fucker!
What's your favorite Family Guy episode? I know you've got to have one.
I know. They're all funny as shit. Cracks me the fuck up.
I love Seth MacFarlane. I think he has got the most twisted sense of humor. To have that, I mean, because he created that entire show, every character, every voice, all of it. That's just crazy. So just one time for the fans, do the, you got to do it, Metal, you got to do it, because they love seeing you do that shit on camera from afar. It's easier when you're drunk? Okay.
No, I always do it, but...
Is there a name for that, or just...
Rock on.
Rock on?
That is rock on.
That's rock on.
I hate it when people go like this.
That, okay, yeah.
You know what that is?
That's sign language, or...
Yeah, that's sign language.
Yeah.
I love you.
Okay.
Just saying someone I love
so you make sure you fold your thumbs in.
Yes.
Right.
It's supposed to be the goat horns, like Satan.
Oh, that, okay, I get it now. That makes perfect sense now. Perfect sense. So, but with the added flair with the tongue, that's just, is that a metal touch, or is that something that...
I think a Kiss started that. Gene Simmons.
Are you a Kiss fan?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I'm not.
When I was in high school, the biggest band that everybody was listening to was that Christian metal band. Oh, God.
Striper?
Yes. Yes.
To hell with the devil.
Yes. I could not believe that was so popular back then when I was in high school. But I graduated in 1990, so I'm dating myself quite a bit. I'm 45, so I'm older than you, aren't I?
Yes.
Oh, my God. All right. Last question. Do you see any little medals running around in your future?
I have a son.
You do?
Yes, I do.
How old is he?
15.
Wow.
I haven't seen him since he was 7.
I bet he looks just like you. And I bet he's got a Facebook. All kids that age do. Have you ever looked it up to see if he does?
He got raised by my kid's mom's dad. He's got really short hair, glasses.
Oh, so he had no choice in what he was going to do.
You wouldn't think he was my kid.
He had no choice in what he was going to do. His dad, grandpa made the choices for him.
And his grandpa hates me.
It's because he doesn't know you.
Okay.
Got his daughter pregnant. What, father?
Wasn't my fault.
Well, it wasn't your fault. Well, not completely. She was there too.
I didn't make her do it.
All right. All right. That's it?
Good.
That's it? Good? Is that all right?
I'm fine, yeah.
All right. I'm happy with it. You were absolutely 100% you. I couldn't have asked for anything better. I appreciate it, and I thank you a lot, and I know that once I get a few things curved off the top of it, you know, to where you were trying to get comfortable and stuff, it's gonna look really good. I'm gonna post it on my Google account so that nobody can have rights over it, and that way.
Rights over it? That's nuts.
Well, that way you don't have to worry about anybody else making money on it, because that was your concern in the beginning, is that you didn't want.
To make money, I should get the money.
Well, you know what? We're gonna set you up with a Google. Do you have a Gmail account? You ain't got shit? Well, you know what? We're going to do that for you because you need to get shit. I'm telling you, if you were to set up a camera like I'm doing right now and live stream you like he does, playing the drums, dude, I'm telling you, people would watch that shit. I made a comment one day saying, I don't really have an interesting life. I don't think anybody would watch. And people were like, are you kidding? We sit here and watch you all day long. We watch you guys all day. There's people who sit home and watch all day long. And I was in the chat room for almost 6 hours today. It ain't no bullshit. There's people who watch us all day long. All day. And it's not like they're just sitting there talking about us. They do have conversations about other stuff. Most of it's about sexual things, which is kind of odd, but they do sit there and talk about other things. They don't just talk about us. But yeah, there are people who, they'll wake up in the morning and they know each other from being on there so much. Good morning, you know, so-and-so. Good morning, so-and-so. How did I miss anything? It's really weird. But
when I was gone for a week, was there a lot of words Thor?
Yeah, there was. I've become personal with a few of the people in the chat room. Thor Hor's one of them. She's a huge, huge fan.
I bet she won't. How old is she?
I didn't ask her that, but I'll ask.
She's younger. It's like I said, now that it comes out, I'm 44. I'll probably lose all of the younger ones.
No, I think you're going to get more fans after this. Honestly, I do.
He's 44? Never mind.
No.
I don't want no 44.
I think she's probably the same age as we are. I think she was the one that was asking me if you liked Gwar. Do you like Gwar? Please tell me you don't.
I'm not a big. I know they are. I'm not a big fan of them.
Good. I don't think that's music. I think that's noise. Yeah. And it's theatrics. It's not music. They're all about the show. They're not about lyrics or, you know, making a poignant point with their words and shit like that. I can't stand that kind of stuff. Pandering to the entertainment. That's not putting music out there. That's just pandering out there for money. So, but yeah, we're going to set you up with a Gmail account, and which means you're going to be hooked up every time you get on YouTube. You're going to have your own channel. You get to call it anything you want, title it anything you want, and people will you'll have subscribers, which are essentially going to be your fans, and they're just going to follow you. They're going to follow your videos. They're going to watch your videos, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it, and you're going to become comfortable with the fact that you have fans. You will. You'll enjoy it, and you'll meet some really nice people. You'll get offerings for help, and you know, we get people bring us dog food all the time, and I love that. I love the fact that people are willing to help out with the dogs. That touches me more than anything. People probably come down and want to, you know, bring you some drumsticks, or you know, your favorite beer, or maybe even, you know, little dime sack of weed or something, because we know how you like you smoking weed. All right, you cool with that? All right, thank you, Metal.